Hey, the collision number is here, but the quarters aren't there. This is interesting. Collision,
I know.
635,000.
So he said.
Oh, you knew that.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
wanted
why
the
I was
quarters.
asking for the
Okay.
quarters because I want to see what the lead-in was because it's obviously an
Oh, the lead-in
out.
was Clemson versus Texas.
Yeah, the number had to be.
Oh, the number.
They're like five. It was no, the lead-in was like 5 million.
Okay, okay.
Like they did those games were doing like 5 million views. So I want to see what happened to the like how much the lead-in got counted in the number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Konnan, did you watch AEW Dynamite?
Yes, I did.
Oh boy. So they go back. They go right into it. Like instead of recapping things and stuff, they have to get it started with action. Whoever thinks that's a good decision, they lose. The first quarter loses viewers every single week. Will Ospreay came out and the graphic noted that he must be Brody King or he'd be eliminated, which kind of lets you know who's going to win this match. So they have a Gold League match against Brody King. I was not interested in watching these guys wrestle each other because I knew what the finish would be, and the finish was Will Ospreay defeated Brody King in a Gold League match to earn 3 points.
I knew what the finish was going to be, but I knew the match was going to be good, and it was very good. And Brody King is like the Caucasian version of the Mexicans. He always has a good competitive match and always loses the top guys. And, bro, to tell you the truth, I'd be pushing Brody King ahead of guys like Wheeler Utah and Daniel Garcia and guys like that. I think he's somebody that you could really invest in, has good sides and has good matches with everybody. I still love the Hammerstein Ballroom, the way it looks. It looks incredible. And the crowd was really into this match. The only thing I would say is, Ospreay's like their top guy and Brody King's a mid-carder, and he sold way too much to him.
So the Hurt Business showed up, the Hurt Syndicate showed up, and Christopher Daniels and security greeted him at the door. And Paquette informed Lash and MVP they were banned from the building. Then Sheldon looked at Daniels and said this could be a good warm-up for his match, meaning like they're going to beat everybody up. And MVP told Paquette that they would honor the request out of respect for her. Then MVP wished Paquette a Merry Christmas, then left with Lashley while Benjamin entered the dressing room. So this should have been like, why are we getting banned from the building?
Right.
And an explanation.
Yeah, they were very chalant about, Merry Christmas. Yeah. But
so I was like, I don't know.
The good thing about the Hurt Business is they never do anything hokey, whatever. They never do anything hokey or anything that makes you roll your eyes.
How many times have you worked Hammerstein, Konnan? Would you work LW there probably? I'm trying to think.
I don't even think I worked there.
Okay.
Did MLW do that Battle Royal thing there? Wasn't that at Hammerstein?
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so next up we got another Gold League match, Konnan. Ricochet against Darby, right. But the gimmick here is the graphic stated that he must beat Ricochet to avoid elimination from the tournament. So Ricochet's graphic when he came out said, clinches first or second place with win or draw. Were you excited about all that, Konnan?
Very much so.
So then they tossed a bunch of toilet paper in the ring for Ricochet. I guess try to do the Japanese gimmick of like when they throw
the streamers.
Yeah. So Ricochet is turning heel, obviously, because he was very heelish in this match. This was a very good match because they did a spot where they put Darby on a table outside, okay? And he did the 630 through the table, put Darby through the table at the 630 on the outside of the ring. Darby sold it like he was dead. They brought the doctor out, and from that point on, just very good storytelling of Darby just trying to come back from that big bump. Okay, bro, think about this. They sold that bump for 10 minutes, that spot. Like he was selling the
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Because it's funny because you watch these other matches and they do these devastating things that they don't resonate for 5 seconds sometimes.
Yeah, it's incredible that Darby, as young as he is, gets it. And like 90% of the dressing room doesn't.
People would probably think that this was not the type of Darby Allin Ricochet match that they were expecting, but it was still very well done for storytelling purposes. Because Ricochet was kind of vicious here. And not like and Darby just sold like $1 million.
Well,
so this was actually,
let me tell you.
And it turned into Darby finally fought back, And at the 20-minute mark, he hit the coffin drop but couldn't pin him in time before the 20 minutes expired.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of draws, whether it's soccer, boxing, anything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second draw in the tournament, Uncle.
Right.
The Ricochet is getting really into the return trolling on Twitter here against some of these. There was one today that people keep posting. You want to see
about Andrew Tate? They say he's doing an Andrew Tate. Well, that's what they say he's doing an Andrew Tate.
Huh? Okay.
He retweeted Andrew Tate, and everybody's thinking that he's doing an Andrew Tate gimmick because he's kind of trolling like a lot of quotes of like things that Andrew Tate would say on Twitter.
Here's a little back and forth if you wanted to take a look at it. The Ricochet says, I don't want to see anybody switching it up. If you didn't like me before, you missed your chance. No jumping on the bandwagon now. Cheese curlers. I don't know. Is that like an insult that he uses? It's new to me. So the guy responds, you're cool. Just think your promo skills equate to two cats each other in a bird cage. And Ricochet says, shut up. That's why you had to work on Christmas, broke boy. And the guy responds, you work once a week, which gives you 6 days to work on your promos, and you still can't cut one on X. And that's just like a sample,
Bro, him being a cocky heel is the way to go for him. He's far more entertaining than he was as babyface doing this stuff. You know?
Yeah, and he's embracing it on social media too. So.
All right, so after the match, they announced that Ricochet had advanced to World's End. And they booed. So after Ricochet went to the back, Commander made his entrance with Alex Abrahantes. Alex Abrahantes was just like that's about the best way I could describe it. He looked like a, what do you call like he was dressed up as like a Bumblebee, the Transformer or something. Coney, your mic is muted, by the way.
Yeah, he looks like a male cheerleader jumping up all over the place with the Mickey Mouse gloves, and he always wears whack. Obviously, Tony likes him.
Right. So, by the way, they had the spot last week where Darby, in their eyes, this is brilliant storytelling, okay, just to get to a finish of a match. So, last week, Will Ospreay showed that, what do you call it? That the guy had hit him with the brass knuckles.
Right.
And so he gave Darby the brass knuckles that the guy hit him with to beat him, right? Claudio, okay? So when Darby came out to the ring, he put all that in the ring. So when Darby got beat by Ricochet, he was eliminated from the tournament, but he whispered in Commander and Abrahantes' ear something. Okay, so Commander wrestled Claudio, and near the end of the match, Commander, he was 0 for the tournament, but he went to the spot where Darby had hid the brass knuckles under the ring and hit Claudio with the brass knuckles. Okay? Right? And so he gets his win and earns 3 points, but he's still eliminated. But Claudio lost, so he got eliminated. Okay? So after the match, but I think it's funny that they did all of that just so Commander would get a win and I mean, bro, I don't know.
And he still got snuffed out at the end like he always does.
So after the match, Pac and Wheeler Yuta hit the ring and attacked him and said Jay White made his entrance and Orange Cassidy entered the ring first and cleared Cassioli and Yuta ringside. Then White put Pac down with a slam and Yuta returned to the ring and was roughed up by Cassidy and White. John Moxley showed up and struck White with the briefcase that had the AEW Championship belt in it. Then Cassidy returned to the ring and was also hit by the briefcase. Then Moxley got a mic and said this is as close as either man would come to winning the AEW World Championship. Then Hangman Page made his entrance and entered the ring, and then Cassidy White stood up, leaving Moxley surrounded. But this is when we talk about heat. The 3 baby faces are surrounding the one heel.
Which always looks bad.
Moxley took a swing at Page, who ducked it, so the heel is fighting back like a brave baby face. Right. So Cassidy hit Moxley with an orange punch, and Fade followed up with the buckshot lariat, and the White kept it off of the Blade Runner, who then he took all 3 of their finishes and rolled to the floor. Then White went to pick up the briefcase, but Page stepped on it, and Cassidy stood between them and put his shades on. Then Cassidy's entrance scene played, and Moxley was still not so. That did not get me excited for that.
Well, here's the problem. They're supposed to be their hottest, meanest faction.
All right.
They haven't really done anything dastardly except running in beatdowns, okay? Mm-hmm. They don't come off as intimidating, as I've said before. And Moxley doesn't have enough heat for all 3 baby faces to hit their finish on him and get a pop. Like, bro, they're not interesting at all.
Let me tell you what else isn't interesting. So the Hurt Syndicate's been pretty. Oh, they had a video package for Mercedes versus Chris Statlander for World. Do you know there's a pay-per-view this weekend?
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Isn't that unbelievable? That's how flat. I'm completely not interested in it.
Did you want to see DI? We were talking about Commander. I know we moved a little past it, but I just went back to this video. The brand Facebook members posted a video of Commander crying backstage after he won his title, and they
You got that? Let me see it.
They wanted your take on it. Yeah,
they did. The brand members did.
Brand members did.
Vince Russo brand members.
Yeah, on their Facebook page.
Yeah, right here. Ah!
Congratulations.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, that's enough. This is too cringe for me. Konnan, what do you think of that?
Well, the thing is, I know Commander, and he comes from complete abject poverty, like really poor. And now he's able to, his mom doesn't work, his dad doesn't work, and he's been able to have a better life because of Tony. He's a young guy, very nice guy. Probably if I didn't know him, I'd make fun of him, but I know him, so I know what he's been through.
And while I'm here, there's a new Tony Schiavone clip going at Burying Disco. It's posted by Adam DeMoy. It says, still Schiavone and Conrad off going into 2025. P.S. Schiavone still hates disco. It's a minute long if you want to see it.
Let's hear it.
Adam DeMoy, again.
All right, you mentioned that
I see
already.
people like Adam DeMoy, stupid Adam DeMoy, saying, Cactus Jack was there in 94 too. No, he wasn't.
Okay.
He wasn't in WCW in December of 1994. This show happened in December. Nothing happened.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk bad of Adam DeMoy. It's DeMoy. It's not DeMoy.
Wait, hang on. On him every week. That's the only reason
I'm not anymore because he's a father. He's got a young daughter.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So Disco Inferno, he should have been in here.
Yeah. No.
Wait, no, hang on. That's his favorite wrestler. If we're supporting Adam, we got to support what he's into.
No, it's not his favorite wrestler. He knows. DeMoy knows that everybody hates Disco Inferno. Everybody.
I don't hate Disco Inferno. I just.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I love
you,
Disco Inferno.
No,
He's a great guy.
Everybody hates Disco Inferno. I bet his parents hate him. Okay.
No,
that's why DeMoy brings his name up. He wants to get a rise from us.
I don't believe that. I don't think Adam would do that. Really, I don't.
Well, I like how you said that with a straight face. Now he left.
Interesting. So Adam, So I'm sure Adam will just have a question about that next week. But Tony, Conrad is a fan, and I think that Tony was very mad about that because the company line there is
Conrad has
supposed to
good
hate.
taste.
Everybody's been commanded to hate the Disco Inferno because he's an irrelevant parasite that unites the wrestling business. So Kazuka Okada versus Benjamin. Did you watch this match?
Yep.
Bro, Okada is he has zero. He brings no intensity or just like he doesn't work hard.
No charisma, nothing.
Doesn't work hard or nothing. All right, and just completely mailing it in there. Okay, because I've seen him in Japan, and it's a complete. These are two different people. Okay,
Yeah.
He's obviously not interested in doing all. He's just and plus his finish over here that does not work. They're doing 9 million things to each other on these shows, and he's in with a short arm clothesline as his finish. And it's like that. I'm sorry, he should come up with it. You're not in Japan anymore, buddy.
Yeah, that was over 20 years ago when Jake used it,
Right?
But
And
to set up the DDT. But
Yeah.
here, bro, this match started off real slow, so slow. I was gonna fast forward it, and then it started to pick up, and it got better. But it started off really slow.
bro, Okada doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if a guy is hitting you with the forearms repeatedly in the side of the head, your arms are not just going to be dangling at your side. While a guy's forearming you in the head, your arms are not just going to, you got to show some movement. Like, bro, he completely just mails it in. He's been a colossal waste of money. Colossal waste of money. Okay, they're getting nothing back from this guy at all. He needs to pick it up. Or they need to start giving some interesting creative to get him going, because this is not, whatever.
When Nakamura first came over, there was a lot of the internet fans were, he's not working as hard as he did in Japan, and what happened and all. And the speculation was he beat himself up very bad doing the New Japan style. And when he came to the States, he started taking it easier for WWE style. And you think that's similar with Okada? Maybe.
Yeah, but he's not.
No.
The WWE style.
No.
The WWE style is a lot of selling.
Yeah.
He's not doing any selling in there.
Right.
He's still you WWE. You got, like in the WWE, if a guy lets you forearm him, Okay, he's going to line up. He's going to form him in the face, and the guy's going to sell like he's going to drop. Like you should sell like you should drop. Like you should sell it. Okay, you guys give you a clean shot right in the face, right? And then if you give him a clean shot, he would sell that too. Bro, these guys just do it and they just stand there and just take it like it looks so silly, you know? I don't know. But after the match, more heat, Konnan. How would you book this? He went to go shake his hand, Benjamin. Okada went to give him the middle finger like he does, but instead the two heels, they shook each other's hands and pat each other on the back for a good match.
Yeah, that was not over with me.
So backstage, this is entertaining. Backstage, Renee Paquette interviews Swerve and Nana. Paquette asked Swerve what 2025 has in store for him, and Swerve pointed out that Swerve's house chants from the crowd, and said that's the kind of connection you gain when you have the 2024 that he had. Swerve said he lost a lot in 2024, but doesn't compare to the amount he gained. Then Ricochet interrupted and boasted about advancing to the semifinals of the Continental Classic and said he would do what Swerve couldn't do last year by winning the Continental Classic. And Ricochet did that laugh in Swerve's face again and immediately backed up when Swerve moved Swordsman and said, "You good?" Ricochet asked, and Swerve said, "Ricochet had it all wrong." Swerve said he's not rooting against Ricochet. Swerve said if anyone in AEW succeeds, then AEW succeeds, and he wants AEW to succeed. Swerve told Ricochet not to blow it or he'll embarrass him and he'll make it big. Swerve did a mock version of Ricochet's laugh before walking away, and Ricochet said that's why Swerve doesn't have a house anymore. And he got good heat from the crowd for that, so he's definitely turning heel. But that was, I thought this was an entertaining exchange, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's already heel. He's not turning heel. He's already heel.
Right. Okay. So next was Jericho was on the streets of New York, and they did another New York minute. He said one more Christmas miracle to grant, and said we'd give Anthony Bowens a match on Friday's AEW Rampage. Then they did a random match like Tony Storm needed to fight Taya Valkyrie, but she was out there with Deonna Purrazzo, and Storm won. Whatever. So the match was. Let me give you Pal's POV. The match was fine yet forgettable. Dr. Shivani's diagnosis that Storm's memory loss is caused by okay. This is so. What did the brand members say, Joe, about the reason that
Matthew on Patreon said it's because she got hit in the head with a high-heeled shoe.
Okay, well, Tony Schiavone said the memory loss is caused by trauma over losing her title belt. That's what Tony Schiavone said in the commentary.
Guess that, yeah. Matthew's looking too deep into it.
And doesn't completely rule out the possibility that it's all an acting performance by timeless Tony Storm, which would be a really funny reveal. So Hangman Page. Oh, by the way, they interviewed Jay White earlier, and he just had cut a generic promo about their match.
Let me just say one real big thing, because we always complain about the women not dressing like stars. Bro, Taya and Deonna Purrazzo get it. Right. Like, they look like two superstars walking out.
Yeah. They did look good. So, by the way, Jay White cut a generic promo about the match. So then they interviewed. This is weird. So they interviewed Hangman Page, and Renee Paquette asked if he's working together with Orange Cassidy and Jay White, and Page said John Mox will walk into Orlando for the last time as the AEW champion. Then Christopher Daniels interrupted Page to tell him that he was right and that he's gone through a lot. And Daniels said he doesn't know what would have happened if he did the same thing happen to him. Daniels said that the last thing Page needs is someone talking at him and telling him what to do. And Page cut off Daniels while Daniels was asking something about if he needs anything at World's End. Then Page questioned why he would need help from an ineffectual office stooge. Daniels said, "That's fair." Daniels said, "To get called office stooge is fair."
Yeah.
Daniels said the other guys.
He's a stooge.
He said the other guys have the Bullet Club Gold, the conglomeration of the Death Riders. And Daniels said Page thinks he can stand alone and has no friends. And Daniels said he can relate because SCU is no more and Matt Sydal is gone. Then Daniels said he's alone in the locker room and said he's known Page for 15 years and knows him better than he thinks. And said if Page needs a friend at World's End, he'll be there. So Chris Daniels is going to interfere.
This seemed very forced.
Let me give you Pal's POV on this again.
Yeah.
What the storyline authority figure is offering to be the crazy guy who burned down the childhood home for another wrestler's friend because he can relate to not having any friends. Dana was a great wrestler for a long time, but I couldn't care less about his authority figure character. I have no desire to see him play any part in the World's End main event. So main event, guess what's up next?
This is weird, man.
What?
Just who they chose to main event the show when they had these other matches that should have been played higher.
Main event Daniel Garcia, Cody. Bro, when he walks out, it's like almost like comical how small he is. Like he's not imposing, or his arms.
Bro, I've been bringing that up for years.
I'm like, this is not a main event guy. I don't know why they keep doing this.
Bro, okay, read it because I want to say something at the end.
Okay, so this match is a typical AEW indie-rific, New Japan style match. Where they remember how I told you how much mileage they got out of Darby selling that spot throughout the whole match, the table spot. So Fletcher gave this guy a
and
power.
remember, did you see how Ricochet sold it?
Yeah,
That was great.
They went outside the box and spent their whole match selling for each other, which is why it was a good match. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew these other guys aren't going to sell anything, so that was very clever by the both of them to do that. But this was great because Fletcher gave Garcia a power bomb on the apron, like on the edge of the apron. Then he gave him a brain buster on the apron that looked like it broke his neck because he didn't take it right. He landed like straight down. And I'm watching it and I'm going like, that looked like it could have broken his neck. Okay, the landing, it was terrible. So he instead of like getting a bunch of mileage out of that, it could look like he broke his neck with the brainbuster on the apron. He shoved him into the ring, picked him up and gave him a power bomb, and they got a 2 count. All right, so like none of that, and I know that Joe, try to find that spot. I actually don't bother. But anybody that watched this match, when he gave him the brainbuster on the apron, he doesn't give him the right brainbuster because he literally like lands on his neck instead of like rolling down.
Right.
It looked atrocious. So Fletcher wins. And Excalibur said the Gold League winner Ricochet will face Blue League runner-up Okada, and Blue League winner Fletcher will face Gold League runner-up Ospreay in the semifinals at World's End. The winners will meet on the same show for the AEW Intercontinental Championship. That Will Ospreay made his entrance, okay? All right, to get us real interested in this, because it's this weekend, it's a pay-per-view. Ospreay goes in and comes out, and what does he do here? Yeah, I missed it because he's so hard to watch.
I got this spot right here if you want to just look at it real quick.
Yeah, pull it up. Watch this, Konnan. So after,
I saw it.
We go after that. Okay, and afterwards, Ospreay goes face to face with Fletcher, and they yelled at each other. Okay, watch this, Konnan. Watch how he lands on his neck on this. We can't. I can't. Can you see that clearly, Joe?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come across good on our feed. Did you see this, Konnan?
Yep, I saw when it happened.
Okay, yeah, it looked terrible. So then he just shoved him in the ring, gives the powerbomb, it's a 2 count, whatever. But yeah,
Hello? We can't hear you.
Yeah, you unplugged your mic there, Di.
Last week okay.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I didn't like Ricochet's spot last week, and none of us did, where he got punked by the whatchamacallits. But I like his. Bro, he's got a lot of charisma. And I like it that you give him a lot of interview time, and once he just gets a good groove here, being cocky enough and everything, I think he's going to get over really good as a heel. And that's what how long did we say?
Yeah.
Sometimes to give guys personality, you just have to turn them heel and see if you could unlock it.
Right, look at Gargano and the other guy.
And Dominic. Was the first one we talked about, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're a corny babyface and you're just not good at it, you're just sometimes a better heel. That's how you learn to get personality, So he's done a good job.
I think.
Let me tell you something. Bro, all the time they've invested in Garcia, what a way to push him. He loses to Kyle Fletcher.
Right.
Bro, that's what's wrong with that promotion.
Yeah. Fletcher.
Still.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.